Hi, welcome back to Miki Car Beauty. I'm Miki Carrico, and on my channel I love to talk about luxury skincare and beauty. Today I'm reviewing all 4 of the Gloss Embrace glosses that I picked up from Eldridge, Sorcery Decade, Blush Lightly, and Rain. And I will be doing comparison swatches with the other 7 from the previous releases. So if you're interested, then keep watching. While I was anxiously waiting for my order to arrive, I ended up doing a demo and swatch review of all my previous gloss embraces. So I have about 7 total for this release, and I was very particular and kind of really just trying to calm down and not buying all 8 because I have a lot of lipstick and gloss products and lip oils already. So I really wanted to just really curate, not getting all 8, but I decided to get, the ones that were more kind of natural brown leaning, and then the kind of the pinky ones here. So I ended up getting Decade, Sorcery, Rain, and Blush Lately. So these are the 4 that I ended up getting. Actually, let's start with the deepest and go finish with the lightest. So on my face, I've done most of my makeup except for the lipstick. All I have is lip balm, which is clear at this point. And I'll put details of what's on my face below. If you want to shop my affiliate link, no problem if you don't, but just go to the link below just to see what products are on my face. But I can tell you mostly what's on them now today. So I tried to use as much Lisa Eldridge on my face today. I have pretty much 20.5, one of her new shades that she launched in this release. I think she put 0.5s in this release to get more of the, I think, the olive undertone. So I have that on the majority of my face, and then 19 on the center. But I'm really liking 20.5. It doesn't wash me out. It's a tad too warm, but I think it looks like a really nice match. So most of the 20.5, and then I have the Embrace Gloss and Solar Light on the high points right here. And then I have 2 of her cream blushes on my face. I have Dante's Dream here, and then Mountain Walk in the front. I have Victoria Beckham bronzer on, using 4 different things of liquid Lurex on my eyes, which is kind of extra, but I just love these. And you can see this like really beautiful gradient effect you can get. Zora on the outer edge for the V, and then a combination of Bianca and then Anjelica. Bianca here, Anjelica out here, and then Cressida inside as the inner corner highlight and a little bit in the brow bone. And then for the liner, I have Chantecaille Slate. I love this liner. It's a bit of a blue gray, more on the bluish side. It just adds a nice dynamic than just brown or black, which I think is too heavy. And then finish off with MAC Giga Black tubing mascara for the bottom, and then Chantecaille, kind of a natural mascara on the top. So my face is also set with Sisley Mate 2 powder, and I think that's all the things on my face. So I'm going to do this first swatch of Decade. Ooh, it's really a rich color. And another. It almost, and me, it looks a little bit like a chocolatey purple, burgundy. Oh, so pretty. And then I'm going to do Sorcery. And then I'm going to leave some room in between just in case there are some comparisons I'm going to do. So that's one swipe, and then I'm going in with another. This one is definitely less pigmented. This is pretty sheer, I'm seeing. And then she did make distinctions on her website that some of the glosses were really light pigment, medium, and then fully pigmented. This actually might be light. I'm not sure, but I'll look it up. But this is definitely Decade. That's super pigmented. Okay, so then we'll go in next with, I think, Blush Lightly. Here, Blush Lightly. And again, leaving space because I might do some other additional swatches. That's one swipe, and that's a second swipe with Blush Lightly. You can see it's definitely more pigmented than the Sorcery. I would say maybe that's a medium. And then the last one I got was Rain, and its Rain is this one here. One swipe, another swatch. If I have the corresponding lip liner and the lipstick, then I will swatch it. So I definitely have the Velvet lipstick for Decade and the liner, so you can see the lip liner. The lipstick for Sorcery, which definitely looks more deep than the gloss. I have Blush Lightly in the Velvet lipstick. Blush Lightly. Sorry, it's hard to do this on the camera at the same time. Actually do it this way, that's better. And then I don't have the lip liner for Rain, but I have the corresponding lipstick. It is Velvet Rain. Oh, it's definitely more pink than orange. How interesting. Okay, so here are all the corresponding products I have. Decade, Sorcery, Blush Lightly, and then Rain. And it's super pigmented, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, that is one go of Decade. So pretty. I'll go in with a second. I actually have about 2 or 3 different colors on my natural lips, so seeing the pigment through a lot of lip products has always been an issue for me. So I'm super happy. Actually, this looks pretty emollient without me having to put extra like liner on, and it's just beautiful. So this is Decade Gloss Embrace with 2 passes on the lips. So I actually would wear this by itself, but let's see what happens if I add a little bit of liner. Okay, with the liner, it's nice. It kind of cleans up the edges a little more. It's with the liner and Gloss Embrace. Okay, so I'll take this off and actually put the lipstick and then the gloss and see how that looks. Okay, so I took off that Gloss Embrace, and the nice thing about these lip glosses, and I could tell, I filmed about a couple days ago doing this with 7 different gloss embraces, and then on and off with the Velvet matte lipsticks, and my lips were not hurting, and that very rarely happens. So it just as a testament to how nourishing the gloss embrace is. So I'm going in with Velvet Decade. And as you can see, it's a super pigmented lipstick. I'm not going to go in with liner. I'm just going to go ahead and put the gloss on. Ooh, it looks really vampy. I love it. I love that it still retains its cool tone nature, at least on me. I'll stop talking. Okay, so I like to smudge out my lipstick and lip looks a little bit. It just looks a little bit more effortless, and yeah, can you tell that I just didn't want to make it overly done. I love how this color combination of Decade, the Velvet plus the gloss, looks vampy yet still cool. So beautiful. I don't know how she does it. This is just really beautiful. What do you think about it? It's so interesting. Like looking at the camera, it almost looks like a brown, which it could be depending on what I'm wearing. In real life, it looks a lot more cool and almost like a purple blue. Not purple, but I don't know if it's coming off on the camera, but Such a fun color. It definitely looks like really vampy, like it's kind of a serious look, but it still works with this entire look. That's why I chose a very cool tone eye look as well. I almost don't want to take it off. It's just beautiful. I would even just wear the gloss by itself. Any of these can be worn by itself, but I think if I was going for an event, I would definitely pile on both of these. And actually, I do have an event coming up in about 2 weeks, and I haven't figured out what I'm wearing yet, but it actually might be this combination just because I usually would wear red, but I kind of like that it's kind of deep and vampy. I kind of like that look. So tell me what you think. Okay, so I'll take this off and then head on over into Sorcery. Oh, before I take it off, let me do this. I just want to blot so you can see that although I went really deep with this, that it can be actually lightened up. So I'm going to blot, and then you can just see that it actually just lightened it up and made it less vampy, and it made it more kind of like a brown color. Yeah, a little bit more brown. It reminds me a lot of the tones of the lipsticks I got from Chanel recently from the Fall Rouge Allure Luminescent series. I have this color a lot in my collection, so that's why I love this decade, that some people are like really intimidated by it being so deep, but the thing is you don't have to go full on with that. It's so pigmented that you can go really, really vampy and really deep with it, but you can really blot it and make it softer. And I could go even softer than this to even lighten it up. I just think it's such a really versatile color and lipstick and gloss. Okay, so now I'm going to take it off. Okay, so next up is Sorcery, and this is what it looks like. It's this one here. It did swatch a bit sheer, so I'm kind of curious of how this is going to go down. Okay, that is one layer of Sorcery. So I'm going to go with the second layer. Really pretty. It almost looks like my lips, but better. What I'm going to do is Sorcery. I'm going to put lip liner, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so that is Gloss Embrace Sorcery with the lip liner. And I think it looks pretty. It almost looks like my lips, but better with a more brown hue. It reminds me a lot of this color that I used to use with Chanel, and it was the Rouge Coco Balm color. I think it was Chic, C-H-I-C-K, C-H-I-C, which was kind of like more of a brownie balm, and that's what it reminds me of. It was my go-to Chanel Coco Bloom that I definitely panned because I thought it was just like an everyday easy color that my lips were better, but it didn't give too much color, but just enough. What I'm going to do is actually smudge it out a little bit. Yeah, I like it that way better. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take it off and then put Sorcery and then the gloss on. Okay, Sorcery on my lips. I love this lipstick color. As people ask me if I know a dupe with this because it's generally sold out. The closest I could find would be Tom Ford's Wicked Ways lipstick, which is actually a little bit deeper. It's a different formula altogether, but the closest I could find would be that one. Okay, so putting on Sorcery gloss. I think it looks like my lips but better, but with a brown tint. Again, I'm gonna smudge it so just so you can see what it looks like kind of more perfected, but I like the kind of like subtle kind of airbrush look. Okay, so that is me just smudging it out a bit. I would say that this Gloss Embrace is definitely more sheer than the other ones I've tried. I'm not mad about it. I think I might have seen someone swatch it on Instagram and they said it wasn't what they were expecting, but I think it's fine. I think it's lovely. For me, it really corresponds with this Velvet Sorcery color. It matches. It's kind of like the generic brown nudie for me. It's really beautiful. Tell me what you think. I think this color can go a lot of different ways. So you could be wearing a warm tone look or a cool tone look like I am today, and it looks just fine. Beautiful. I love this color. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is damp it down again and then see so you can see the difference. Okay, so see, much more natural looking. Still have the gloss and the lipstick on. Definitely looks a little bit pinker, right? So I can see this is what it will wear down to look like. It's just, I don't know how Lisa Eldridge does this. This is some magic. And I ended up getting 4, and I don't want to regret not getting the others, but now I'm thinking, maybe I should pick up the other 2. But this is ridiculous. I need to just not buy them. Okay, so I'm going to take this off and then put the last 2 on. Okay, this next one is Blush Lightly. And for me, because I have, again, pigmentation under here, this was actually, I felt for me, at least, was more streaky for me because I have darker pigment. So it did take me a little bit more effort to put this on and not have it appear to be streaky. So that is Blush Lightly with 1 layer, and I'm going to go in with a 2nd layer. And I'm getting more full opacity with 2 layers, but as you see maybe in my last video, I don't like to put on 2 layers. It just gets to be too goopy. The wonderful things, so many things about her Gloss Embrace is that they don't have perfume. I find these glosses to be some of the thinner ones on the market compared to Tom Ford and Pat McGrath. These are lighter. The ones from Tom Ford have a smell and they're goopier, so I never bought more than 2 of those Tom Fords and I never rebought them. Pat McGrath has also a vanilla smell and I find it to be thicker, and I don't like having the smell and like the tackiness. You can feel it on your lips. This feels really nice. It doesn't feel ever goopy. Super comfortable, and when I wear these by themselves, it just wears down really lovely. So let me put some of a lip liner on here. Now I don't have Blush Lightly lip liner, but I have the regular blush liner. Okay, that's with the liner, and I definitely think I would wear a liner with this because I found this one to be a bit streakier. I think it's really pretty. It's like a light pink. It's easy going. Okay, so here is Blush Lightly, the lipstick. This is a little bit more out of my comfort zone. I don't have very many pinks like this. I always consider these kind of pinks on me a bit to be like a Barbie pink, and I'm not really all that confident to wear that. And I'm looking at the monitor and it looks really pretty, and maybe I should just need to get over it and know that it can work for me. I just am not used to having this kind of pink on like my face. So I'm grabbing the Blush Lightly gloss. Ooh, that's really pretty. It looks very juicy. I'm gonna go ahead and smudge it like I've done the other ones. I did overline a little bit and actually looks cute. I like it. Okay, tell me what you think. I think this lipstick looks really nice with this look, with the light blue and the blush I have on. Actually, out of the 3 lipsticks so far, I think this one complements this look the best. It being cool tone and the blush I have, it just makes it pop more. Really lovely. I have to remember this in terms of my outfit. Next time I wear this, I'm going to wear this pink. Perfect for spring, nice for summer. If there's any weddings that are coming up this summer, I'll definitely be thinking about this combination. Okay, the last one is Rain of the Gloss Embraces that I picked up. Okay, that is 1 coat of Rain. So I'm going in again with a second coating. So all right, that's Gloss Embrace in the color Rain. I don't have the corresponding lip liner. I think it's really pretty. This is what I was hoping would be kind of like a peachy pink. I'm going to just blot it out a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to take this off and then do the corresponding lipstick and then the gloss. We'll see. So this is a Velvet Rain. Like a pink coral. It's very pink. And this is probably like was not part of like my favorites of this color, but we'll see what happens when I put this Gloss Embrace on. I think this is the kind of lip gloss that might be best with the Velvet formula, just to get its true color. Okay, so given the pigment I have underneath, this is probably the combination I would say I probably would use the Velvet Rain and the gloss together. Just with this by itself, it was too sheer, and that's what I thought would happen. The lighter I go in these colors, especially the glosses, it's going to look streakier on me because I have darker pigmentation on my lips. So I think either having lipstick down first or liner down is always going to be better when I'm dealing with these lighter ones like Blush Lightly or Rain. And tell me what you think. Okay, so we're done with all the colors. I want to end with the Blush Lightly. I just think that's a better color with what I'm wearing. And I think this just looks so lovely with this look I have because I'm wearing a light blue sweater and I have a cool tone look going here with my makeup and then some of that blush. It just makes it pop. So I think as a cool tone look, this is so very pretty. So let's talk about the glosses. I think if you are my skin tone, any of these are going to look beautiful. If I were to rank probably my favorites, it's really surprising me. I actually am liking this Blush Lightly the most, and maybe it has to do with what I'm wearing today. I thought this would look the best on me, but I actually don't like this the most. I like all of them. I should say I love all of them, but I would say this one I like the best. And then it's so hard because I love the dynamicness of the Decade one. I might actually like Decade more as a gloss, and then Sorcery because it's just a little bit kind of like a little bit boring, kind of like My Lips but better, but together it looks really nice, but alone it's not all that fantastic. So I'm just talking about the glosses in general by themselves. I would say Blush Lightly, then Decade, and then Sorcery, and then Rain. So these are all the gloss embraces I have. I have Go Lightly, which I think it's too light, but I'll swatch it just for you all to see. I think it's going to be better for people who are super, that are lighter or fairer than me. It's just my least used one. I didn't really care for it. And then I have Beauty, which I love. This is also a really nice one. Actually, I'm gonna put it here because it's kind of like a cool, it's like a cool pink, but it's like a bubblegum pink. That's a fun one. And then let me grab a blush. This is Blush, the regular one. And this is the deeper one. And this is the one that first came out, and then people were asking Lisa to make a lighter version of Blush for people. So let me do another one. That is Blush. And you can see it's kind of really similar in the same family. Do you need both? No, you definitely don't. But did I get both? I definitely did. So, Cinnabar, again, that runs more, I'm going to put it at the end. This runs more red. But it's super pigmented, just like Decade. Sorry, I have to twist it because I'm kind of, can't see. So in terms of most pigmented, Decade and Cinnabar, super pigmented. Dragon is also very pigmented. I would say this is my least liked one too, just because oranges are hard for me. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone. So my least like glosses, and this is just more of a preference, not anything on performance. Dragon and Go Lightly are my least favorite. In terms of performances, Dragon and Rockstar, absolutely. I just don't wear this color a lot. It's just not for me. I think for someone who's lighter than me, like a Michelle Wong kind of a skin tone, or someone deeper, is gonna look beautiful. But I'm just like too much of like a orange undertone that I just feel like this doesn't look good on me. This, the quality I don't like, or the color. So yeah, I hope that helps. A very cool tone color. I love this one, the combination. I get asked that a lot, what's on my lips. And I have one more. Where is she? This is my use. And then a Fair. This is always in my purse. I had to dig it out. This is a Fair. And why don't we put it here? A Fair. And for me, this is a bit like, I like this one a lot because it's not as flat as Sorcery. You can see actually the pigmentation on a Fair is even better than the Sorcery gloss. I was a little disappointed in this. And I actually like a Fair gloss more just because it's just a smidge peachier for me, and peaches look better on my skin tone. This just more looks like a flat brown, but together again it looks really beautiful. So I hope these swatches help. And then I hope that's helpful, beauty fam. And if you like the video, please like and comment below. Your engagement really helps out my channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe and click the button for notification for the notification bell. That way you get dinged and notified when any time I upload a video, so you don't miss any video that I upload. I try to upload videos anytime from 1 to 3 times a week, and I so appreciate your support. I'm very close to 1,000 subscribers. I don't know what that means other than, you know, I started this channel as a hobby and never had really any goals of this other than to share my love and passion of beauty and skincare. But moreover, I started it because I didn't see people that had the same complexion as me that were really into the same kind of makeup products. And you know, this stuff is expensive, so I want to see from others starting channels too, so I can know if these are going to work in products of our skin tone, but moreover like quality. I think it's really important to get really honest reviews without bias as much as possible. And we're all biased in a way, but I don't get any PR at this point. All the products I've reviewed on my channel have been bought by my own money, so I'm not like, you know, I'm definitely going to give you my honest opinion on them. And check out my roundups of, you know, quarterly, every 3 months I do what are my faves in 3 months. I don't do monthlies because I don't think it's fair to you as a viewer or to myself to really tell you what my favorites are. I need some time with the products to tell you if I'm actually liking them and reviewing it. It doesn't make sense for me to review something 1 week and then have it in a roundup video and be like, I love it. It doesn't make sense. I need time to like really sit with the product and be honest with not only you guys, but myself if it actually is a favorite. So I have a quarterly roundups of faves, and then I just wrapped up my yearly favorites as well if you want to check that out. Okay, so enough chit chat, and as always, please be very kind to yourself and others, and just be you, beauty fam. Until the next video, take good care. Bye.